Good morning. It is Thursday, the 29th of March, 2018. This is your start five. Let's go ahead and get five going. Alright, there you go. Here's the start. It's not a lot. So I always say, it's not a lot, but it is a start. And if you keep doing this and keep adding on, you're going to show that you actually care about yourself. I was raised a Christian in a Christian home. Went to church till I was like 12. And one of the things that I've learned in my transition is if you believe in God, believe in Jesus, then to go to heaven, you have to take care of the only gift God gave you. That's how you get to heaven. That's why I feel like I'm in heaven a lot of times. Because I take care of myself. I eat right. I gave up all my old vices. I don't drink anymore. I don't smoke anymore. I don't do any of that anymore. I even gave up caffeine. I do still. I'll get into that. But it's not bad. Trust me, it's not. And it's natural. And the thing that I found out through my transition is that we are literally living in heaven and hell. That's what earth can be. It can be hell, which that's where I was. That's what I felt like where I was at compared to where I am now. You could be in heaven. And the universe seems to go along that thing with positive and negative. Just think of it as positive and negative. Positive is heaven, negative is hell. It's literally like that. That's what I'm trying to explain is if you're a negative person, bad things are going to happen to you. And that's because you set yourself up for that. You're riding the negative energy trail. And it's just going to bring in all this negative crap. It's science. It works that way too. I know people don't want to believe it, but it's absolutely true. And when you change like I've changed, you'll see it. And you'll start to understand that this is all a master plan. And there is a God. At least I believe it. Somebody else will probably see it as the universe. And it can be that. It can be that to you. However you go about getting your mind right. Me, I wholeheartedly believe it because that's what I was raised to believe when I was a kid. And I can see it working that way. And I actually believe it because the things that I learned from the Bible that stuck with me, the morals and everything else, is what helped me change. And it's about doing what you know is right. When you have no doubt, you don't have to worry. You're doing the right thing. And you know that in your mind, and that relieves all the stress. And you can feel, like I said, like you're in heaven. Heaven is right here on earth. What did Jesus say? Behold, the kingdom of heaven is upon you. That's basically what he means is heaven's here. And you can get to it if you want. All you have to do is take care of yourself. The only gift God gave you. That's basically it. You don't even have to believe in God to feel that. But once you go through this, you'll know there's a higher power. You'll feel it. You'll just feel it. I think that's one of the reasons why the Bible is so powerful. Is because so many people have found happiness through it. True happiness. And it's literally flipping a switch in your brain. From your brain being negative to being positive. To being open. To take in more things. And I hope more of you can see it and understand that here in America, we've been basically stripped of God. They've taken it away by giving us all this fast food, television, all this crap that we fill our minds with. Remember how you felt when you were a kid? How amazing that was. A lot of people picture their idea of heaven is someplace they were as a kid. Well, it's because when you're born into heaven. Basically, not always, but that mentality-wise, you should be how you should feel. I think it's all about chemicals in your brain, but that will be God too. You know, it's all how you interpret it. You know, because I believe in God, it helped me realize things in school. You know, things I've learned in science, because a lot of times they try and say, oh, science is trying to disprove God. Well, that's kind of the point of humans, is trying to decode where we're from and everything else. And you have to remember, science would be God's plan. It's not stripping God so much, which they have done, but because they disconnect it. When you say science, that's why I try and say science, is because I want people to connect them together, science and God, because it's the same thing. You know, just because you figure out how things are set upon course doesn't mean God didn't put them that way. So this is to help you find yourself again, like you were as a kid, when you had that fear of God. So if you want to find true happiness in this life, you have to work at it. But it's there to be found. Trust me, it's there to be found. So you have a great one. I'm sorry if you're not a religious person. I'm a Christian. Like I said, you don't have to put religion with it. But I feel you will understand. You will feel that there is some higher power out there. Maybe not Jesus. I think the Bible and everything else there are different interpretations possibly. But it works. It definitely works. I didn't escape into the Bible in my change. I want to say that, because I don't want people thinking they have to escape into the Bible, because that's the thing about the Bible too. It's about understanding. If you read the Bible wrong, it can hurt you. But if you read the Bible right, it's going to make you happy. So that's what it's supposed to do. The Bible is a guide to healthy living. That's what it is. It's about exercise. It's about eating right. It's about taking care of yourself. It's about all of that. It's about life and what we're supposed to do with it. Now, I know that people want to try and take religion out. And I understand where they're coming with that too. They're trying to get rid of conflict and stop wars. So liberal ideas they're not necessarily going against Christianity. Well, they go against it, but they're not attacking it so much just to attack it. They're attacking religion to get rid of religion, so there's no conflict. So it's all how you perceive things. But once you start to understand that things like the liberals, what they're doing, they're that what they're trying to do is actually change the human heart, and that's where God resides, is the human heart. So remember that, and they're all about acceptance. Remember that too. That's what God's about, is acceptance. So not everything is what it seems. So you need to work out, starting with something like this, so you can get clarity of thought. You need to eat right for clarity of thought. But you will enjoy life again. All right, you have a great one. Remember, it's just a start.